Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Noire. Decided to do one more tonight. We'll see how this goes. We're just starting the next crime. What was it? The
Another body.
What was it?
In Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
When exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Wow, that looks like
Alright, let's go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. I'm really starting to get fired. Oh no. Oh well.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could
Yeah,
pawn
I'm
a
not
ring.
sure I'll record.
But if you take it
tomorrow
along with
morning.
all of the other indicators,
Got some
Cole,
stuff going
Hugo
on.
Moeller
I
was
might find
identified
time
by the
to do, like, an
school's
episode too. We'll
groundskeeper.
see.
He's our guy.
More than
witnesses
likely
have
I'm
fingered the
not.
wrong guy before,
He ran, for God's sakes.
and he always maintained he was set up.
What else did I talk about? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna move around just to try to make it so it's easier for me to stay awake. Alright, so yeah, what else is there to talk about? I mean, after this, after playing this Noire here, we'll obviously be starting Devil May Cry. Try to finish those 4 games. And then possibly even play 5 immediately afterwards. I don't know. We'll see. No matter how long those take.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. You know the way. You can drive.
Well, that works.
Fine.
Let's go.
Where are we headed?
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Okay.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Okay. What year is this again? This is like 46 or something, right? Yay, new bar.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
That's it.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Well, we're not going to question him or anything. Alright, guess we're questioning this guy.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
So you kill women and interfere with them. That's your MO, Jameson?
I know some people might find what I do unusual, but I don't kill people. How can you prove that I killed this woman?
No, whatever.
I'd like to go if you're quite finished.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Lie.
You're lying, Jameson. I think you lured this poor woman out here and killed her.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah, he did.
What makes you say I killed her? Live women really aren't my thing.
Shut up. Just shut up. Or you're gonna get it again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
So,
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
let's go to Mench's Bar. Why not?
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. Do you think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
So I was just
Drink,
looking
fellas.
at
Phelps,
looking at
Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn
Charlie
Summers.
Noire.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Accused.
I think you're lying, McCaffrey. You saw Evelyn last night.
Unless you're some kind of oracle, I think you're going to have a hard time proving that, Detective.
What creepy fucker. Obviously, we don't have shit. Whatever.
I've been helpful. I think it's time you and your colleague ran along.
What a creepy fucker.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
How about murder, McCaffrey? You ever been involved in a murder before?
If I'm carrying the mark of Cain, you're gonna need something to prove it, Detective. You're ruining my drink. It's time to move on.
McCaffrey, We're not finished with you. You had your chance to cooperate.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Whatever, let's just go.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Yeah, this will definitely be it for tonight.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
Almost.
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon.
No, it's one.
We'll run him and the rest of his
Either way.
pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
Alright. Only 16 minutes in. This feels like we should be later.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Let's steal this car.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I just wonder if we're just like randomly stealing cars here.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should.
Why is he like yelling at?
Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him. Tiernan! LAPD!
Okay, we're actually... Okay, cool. Car chase again. That's part of the game, right?
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Now is not the time to play around, Phelps. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Oh, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us. I'm okay with it. Ah, God damn it, the train up ahead. Watch out, fool! Joyride is over. And that is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Put your hands in the air!
So... Hopefully... Wait, is that it? Okay.
Can you drive to this one?
Oh, so we have to actually go and do other shit first?
Where are we headed?
I guess we'll go back here and talk to the Grosvenor or whatever his fucking name is. Okay.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
book, right?
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Now what?
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we
Go
going?
back to the liquor store? What did I miss out on? Must be in Kroger today. Wait, what? What is happening there?
Goddamn wedding. That's the guy from the paper.
What's your
Solved
beef
that
with
big
this
case.
guy, Phelps?
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said,
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I forgot the fucking...
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Okay.
She was murdered late last night, and still extremely drunk. You expect me to believe that she bought a quart here in the morning and it lasted her and her friends a whole day?
You have some way of proving that I'm lying about when she came in here? You should learn to make the distinction between the people who are helping you and the people who are not.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Why the ongoing interest in Evelyn, Mr. Robbins? You sure you had nothing to do with the breakup of her marriage?
You think you can prove that I was involved with Evelyn?
Probably not.
That's a pretty low blow. I've heard some pretty terrible ones over the years.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
You sure you don't know McCaffrey? The book was in your room.
I would have thought it was pretty obvious the book was among Evelyn's things. You think you have some way to link me to McCaffrey?
Yeah, we have nothing.
I know life's not perfect. I'm sorry about how it turned out for Evelyn. But I don't think we have to destroy everything and start again. I'm no revolutionary.
I thought you were Evelyn's friend, Robbins.
You should learn some manners, some goddamn respect.
42.
We're catching murderers, not running a popularity contest.
Hey, isn't that the cop?
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
We have nowhere to go.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Go to.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
You know the way. You can drive.
We're at the 30-minute mark. We should be at the end of the mission, though, right? If we're at the end, then we'll just finish it tonight, but I'm going to look this up. We should be towards the end, right? By the way, we're way ahead now, aren't we?
Alright guys, VLM here. We're back. More.
No. No, we're still like way off. Alright, we'll end here then. Next episode we'll go ahead and continue on with now. Thank you for watching.
Isn't that the